Alright, this is a quick video going over the changes I've made personally to make the Zinc 2.0 easier to source and make. Um, so here it is. I'm hitting about 110 to 120 with this. This is the standard zinc length plunger tube and K25 spring. That's regular zinc barrel length, 5 1/4. I believe I did 5 1/2. I did just half of a K25 from McMaster. I'm getting 110 to 120 FPS with that. So the quick changes, less complicated changes. I don't have a torsion spring in here. I just put a small, it's probably really hard to see, put a small spring in there. It works just fine. I'm thinking about trying to make elastic work with that. I just have it screwing right into the plastic. I don't have the nuts in there, and then I have reduced tolerance on the slide. This is normal. I just have a screw going through here to grab this, for this to rotate onto instead of putting a pin in. I find that easier and simpler. And then yeah, that just a small compression spring, maybe elastic. Caliburn pin here. Filament pin here. You can do filament pin up here too. To hold the spring in. So again, you don't really need a metal pin. Mag release is the same. Trigger's the same. Oops. The major changes though. Okay. This is not a custom machined rod, but rather just one of these. This is an RC push rod. It's just got thread on either end, and then the middle is smooth, just like the custom machined one. And then I am not using the custom machined this bit, and this isn't even that, it just looks super similar. This is a pole stud for a CNC machine. And I don't know if he intentionally designed it after that, but I could not get this to work. It was really frustrating, and I didn't want to use this metal part anyways. So the other major change is this. This is just combined one-piece print plunger, or plunger rod and plunger head, and it's kind of modeled after Silly Butts style, and then this is the catch. This is again kind of modeled how Silly Butts does it with a but also kind of using that form factor for the zinc. I added a spring hole up here. It's not really necessary though, but maybe if you had a really strong spring in there, it would be. I find this works great. The only caveat is if your plunger tube spins at all, it will spin. So that's why, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. I do have a T there for top. And on this one, I filled it in with a silver Sharpie. So if you have to, you just spin your plunger tube. Make sure it's lined up. I've done like 100 darts without it misaligning. I'm thinking about what I can do to keep it lined up. But I don't think it's really a big deal. I feel like it stays lined up pretty well. And then just some other things I'm working on, because I don't know if I feel like I'm ready to release this quite yet. I wasn't ever really planning to, but since I have someone asking about zinc hardware, since Moose is having trouble with the I guess I should call it the ZNC. I don't know, the smaller zinc. Speaking of, I can't find these in a small enough, in like the right size to make the ZNC work. So if you were looking for the shorter zinc with this hardware modification, you're gonna have a hard time, unfortunately. I'll keep looking. But was experimenting with heat set inserts at the end here so that you can thread and unthread as many times. I was going to do a heat set insert in here too, just in case you have any issues with the catch. You can thread and unthread your screw as many times as your heart desires. And then you could also change different springs in and out. That's it. Standard mag, standard grip. Well, short of these, just use filament pins / caliber and pins. Yeah, I haven't tried pushing it to its max FPS or anything to see what I can get out of it. I could definitely put more K25 in here. You know, yeah, and edit.